Hey planner friends! Welcome back to my channel and to day 9 of Plansmas. Today I'm going to be planning from the 12th to the 18th of December in my medium passion planner. Let's get started! So the kit that I'm using this week is Christmas Baking from Plannerface, and this was the Christmas in July Secret Santa kit from July this year. I do PR for Plannerface, so you can use my code in the description to save yourselves a little bit of money and also mention me for a freebie. This week I've decided that I'm going to do some colour blocking as well as do a plan as I go style video, so once I've done my pre-planning we will then go through all the memory keeping that I do throughout the week. I'm sorry that my voice sounds super croaky in this video. I'm recording this voiceover with a nasty cold, but hopefully it's not too horrible to listen to. While I'm setting up the pen base of this spread, I thought I would talk a little bit about my weightlifting competition last weekend because I didn't get to talk about it in last week's video due to me recording the voiceover before the competition had actually happened. As it was my first competition, I was really glad that I got to watch some of the other weight classes before it was actually my turn, so I had a bit more of an idea of how things were going to work. So in Olympic weightlifting, the first lift that you do is the snatch, and then you move on to the clean and jerk, and you get 3 attempts at each lift. So for the snatch, 2 out of my 3 lifts were good, and my heaviest was 42 kilos, so I was pretty happy with that because a couple weeks ago that was my PB. And then for the clean and jerk, it came a little bit down to the wire. I missed my first 2 lifts, so I had to get that third one, and I managed a 60 kilo clean and jerk, which gave me 102 kilo total. In this competition, that meant I came 6th out of 6 people, but I'm not really worried about where I came compared to everyone else. I just wanted to get 2 good lifts, so I had a number on the board. So I was really happy with how the day went and with the results I got. I didn't get the heaviest lifts I was going for, but I did get to try at least one of them. And now I also have something to aim for when I do my next competition in February. So as you can see, the colour blocking spread is coming together with my pen base, and now we can get stuck into some stickers. For this spread I started with my meal plan tracker, which is just something that I made in Excel and print off on sticker paper myself, but I decided to do something a little bit different with my sidebar this week, so that is going to change in a minute. For my weekly focus box, I've just added in one of the paint swatches from the kit with some deco rather than one of the squared off half boxes, and then I'm finishing off my sidebar with a habit tracker and a decorative box from the kit. I then decided that I wanted to include more of this mint green in my sidebar, so I decided to cut the header off my meal plan sticker and take off the whole Monday to Sunday box that I made and replace it with one of the ones from the actual sticker kit. This only works when I have a Monday to Sunday box from the kit that actually matches the colour that I'm including in the sidebar, but I'm just going to finish off that meal plan section with a little glitter header to fill in that white space between it and the decorative box. Because the kit that I'm using this week is a standard vertical kit, not a mini kit from Plannerface, instead of having 15mm strips, I have full strips of washi. So I've cut 2 7.5mm strips for my personal and where to do list header and my space for infinite possibility header, and then I've cut a 6mm strip to create my extra gratitude header in the bottom left hand corner. Because I'm colour blocking this week, I did decide what colours I was going to have over Saturday and Sunday so that they would match the weekend banner, because previously when I've done colour blocking, the weekend banner hasn't matched the Saturday and Sunday colours and it's kind of annoyed me. So I'm trying to make more of an effort to pre-plan what colours go where based on what stickers I have. Also this week I've decided to add in my decorative boxes before I actually do my day-by-day planning. If you watch my planning process video that came out a few days ago, you would know that I actually know where my decorative boxes are going before I start laying down any of my plans for the week, so I don't really know why I haven't done it this way round before. Usually on my colour blocking spreads I do try to make sure that the decorative boxes that I put on each day kind of match the colour of the day that they're going on. I didn't really worry about that with this kit though, just because a lot of the decorative boxes have a lot of all of the colours in, so there wasn't like a particular box that only had green in, for example. So now I've got all of those decorative boxes down, we can get stuck into my pre-planning for the week. So zooming in and starting on Monday, I'm first using one of these big fancy labels to mark in that I was going to do some Christmas shopping on my day off on Monday. I'm marking this with this super cute stick with the plan coat Santa Girl and the Christmas shopping script from my freebie from Plannerface. Before I went shopping, I wanted to do some editing for some Plansmas videos, so I'm using an event label and the pen pot doodle from the kit to mark that in. I also had a Plansmas video go up on Monday, so I'm using a piece from one of the checklist boxes that I've cut up with a YouTube button icon from Ickle & Co and an upload script from Plannerface to mark that in. And that is pretty much it for my day off on Monday, so moving on to Tuesday, I'm first using a glitter header and a work from home script in the daily focus box to mark in that I was working from home. I'm then using a little thing with the notebook doodle from the kit to mark in that I had some training this afternoon, and then using one of my Pinky Stickers printables to mark in my first weight session of the week with a leg day script from Plannerface. I didn't think there'd be much going on between that weight session and dinner, so I'm adding in a glitter header just to fill in that space. And then we can move on to Wednesday, where I'm using an event label with the Joy of Planning Scientist girl to mark in that I was duty scientist this day. Because I'd already added in my decorative boxes, I decided to add in my bits of glitter header as I went through as well, just to take up a little bit of space where I would only have my checklists between that and duty scientist. I'm then using a quarter box with the phone doodle from the kit to mark in my usual Wednesday afternoon seminar. On Wednesday evening, I had booked onto yoga, so I'm using one of my Pinky Stickers printables to mark that in, although I didn't actually end up going to this yoga class because I was super tired on Wednesday evening. But flipping over to Thursday, I'm again marking working from home and also adding my glitter header in to take up some of that space when I'm at work. And then I'm going to mark in my second weight session of the week, again using a Pinky Stickers printable and a pull day script from Plannerface. I'm then adding in a round recycling icon as a reminder to take the recycling out, and then I remembered that I also had a Plansmas video going up on Wednesday, so I'm using another piece of a heart checklist box with a YouTube button icon from Ickle & Co and an upload script from Plannerface to mark that in. Moving on to Friday, I'm first using a third box with this, I think, Christmas pudding doodle from the kit to mark in that we had a team meeting this morning, and usually we go for cake after our team meetings, so the cake seemed fairly relevant. On Friday evening after work, there were some work drinks planned because it's Christmas, so I was supposed to be going to that. I'm using one of these thick fancy labels with a bit of deco from the kit and a wine glass doodle from Plannerface. And I don't want to do spoilers for the Plan As I Go section of this video, but this is what my voice sounds like on Saturday, so take a wild guess as to whether I actually went to those drinks or not. I also had another Plansmas video go up this day, so I'm marking that in the same way that I did as the one on Monday, and then we can move on to Saturday. So originally for Saturday, I was planning on going to team training in the afternoon, so I'm using a half box from the kit with a weightlifting girl from Joy of Planning to mark that in. I'm also then using a glitter header to fill in some of the space around that half box because of my drive time to and from training. I think it might be a little bit obvious that I also did not go to training today because I sound like this and I can't breathe through my nose. Next, I'm using a quarter box with some deco from the kit and a edit script from Plannerface to mark in editing and recording this voiceover. And then I'm marking in my planning time using 2 bits of washi from the kit and a festive lottie from Stick With The Plan Co. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I don't normally mark in my planning time like this, but firstly, this is a massive Stick With The Plan Co sticker, so I needed to have a lot of stuff behind it to kind of make it look like it fitted in my planning style. And secondly, this is me planning for the week of Christmas, so I figured it might take a little bit longer than my usual setups. I'm using a squared off half box with some deco for whatever we get up to on Saturday evening, and then we can move on to Sunday, where I'm first using one of the 3 heart checklists from the kit to mark in a chunk of time for cleaning on Sunday morning. I'm also hoping to record another voiceover tomorrow, so I'm marking that in with a fancy label and a little Jack Russell sticker from Joy of Planning. For Sunday afternoon, I'm first marking this video being uploaded, again using a bit of one of the checklist boxes that I've cut up with a YouTube button icon from Ickle & Co and an upload script from Plannerface. I also marked in an extra weight session that I wasn't sure I would need, so hopefully I can go in and do my last training session of the week tomorrow. I'm then going to zoom through filling in all of my pre-planning with my Pilot friction pen, and also my weekly focus for this week was to get festive, and I think I did start off the week doing that, but you'll see as we go through my Plan As I Go style section at the end that this week definitely took a turn that I wasn't expecting. So zooming back into Monday, I'm first using a quarter box with some deco from the kit to mark in that I just played a lot of Sims this day. I was just chilling out after having such a busy day the day before. I'm also then using a patterned quarter box with the popcorn doodle from the kit to mark in just watching a whole load of YouTube while I was playing Sims. I also got pretty much all of the rest of my Christmas shopping done on Monday morning, so although I still have to wrap it all, I think I'm pretty much done. On Tuesday, I was again feeling like having a pretty chill evening after work, so I'm using a third box from the kit with a gamer girl from Joy of Planning to mark in that I just played some more Sims. I think it was this day that I started feeling like a little bit tired and sluggish, but I just assumed it was because I'd had a really busy day on the Sunday before, so I wasn't super worried. After I played some Sims, I then decided to do some of my 2023 budgeting, so I'm using a skinny event label with the credit card doodle from the kit to mark that in. After work on Wednesday, I was feeling really tired, so I'm changing it from Hatha class to Hatha online because I cancelled my class at the gym. I'm then using a glitter header to fill in some of that space in the afternoon between the end of work and my seminar, and then I'm using one of these chunky fancy labels with some deco from the kit to mark in just trying to have a super chill evening because I was feeling really exhausted after being in work this day. Flipping over to the second half of the week, I'm first using a fancy label and the planner doodle from the kit to mark in doing some editing for this video. And then I'm using a quarter box of the TV doodle from the kit to mark in a bit of a YouTube binge in the evening. I didn't get to use too much of the mint green on this day because I've got like a decorative box and then a workout and stuff in there, so I'm really glad that I pulled that extra mint green into my sidebar with the Monday to Sunday box. Friday is where I started feeling really rubbish, so I ended up working from home on this day as well, and I'm getting rid of that Christmas drinks thing and replacing it with a box of tissues from Once More With Love. I'm also adding in that I worked from home in the same way that I did on Tuesday and Thursday, with a glitter header in the daily focus box and a work from home script from Plannerface. I'm then finishing off Friday with a third box and some deco from the kit because we just had a super lazy evening where I didn't really get up to much. And then moving on to Saturday, I'm going to change everything around that I had pre-planned. So I'm moving my planning to later in the day, and I'm taking out team training completely because I have this cold, my partner also has this cold, and unfortunately Reggie seemed to be in some discomfort on Friday evening, so we took him back to the vets on Saturday morning, and it seems like his pancreatitis has flared up again, so he's really not having a good time either. So originally I was going to have edit and voiceover later in the day, but then I didn't like having these two patterned boxes next to each other, so I moved edit up to more towards lunch, even though I'm doing this at like 5:30 in the evening. And I'm going to put a fancy label in between those two with a Once More With Love munchkin who is blowing its nose to mark in that I'm still feeling terrible today. For going to the vets in the morning, I'm using this chunky half box with this really cute Christmas dog doodle from Plannerface. And then I'm also using a regular event label with a paw print icon, again from Plannerface, to mark in that Reggie was unwell in the morning. We're hoping that because we caught it a lot earlier and the vets have already seen him for the same thing before, that we've kind of nipped it in the bud this time. So I'll do Sunday and my reflection section off camera. Let's take a look at the finished spread. So here is the spread all filled out, and I'm really happy that I decided to do colour blocking for this kit. Initially I wasn't going to, and it was kind of a last minute decision when I started setting up the spread, but I think it really suits it. I'm also really enjoying all the Christmas doodles and Christmas characters that I got to fit into this spread, and I'm really excited for next week's Christmas spread as well.
If you don't want to see what is in today's envelope of my Plannerface advent box, then I suggest that you finish the video now, and I will see you next time.
So today we're opening up envelope number 9, and in here we have some mini sheets with like some icons on. So there's a sheet of little mini icons, and then there's a sheet of like little layering functions. Are they transparent? I think they're transparent. Yeah, those layering functionals, they definitely look transparent. You can see the icons behind them. That's so cool.
So that's everything for this video, friends. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time for another day of Plansmas. Bye!